some of you might be familiar with Firewise communities. This was developed by the NFPA, which is the National Fire Prevention Association, years ago. And so I know the neighborhood I live in, we have worked very hard to earn that designation. And a lot of it comes from going through and having community efforts of education and outreach and programs to help reduce the risk, and following some of these guidelines that, you know, the fire department also is preaching. And if you look at this map here of the general area of the Front Range foothills, you can see we do have many Firewise communities, as denoted by these little green and orange little icons here. So if you go to the NFPA website, forgive me, I don't remember the URL off the top of my head, but if you look up Firewise, you can actually find your neighborhood and make sure that you're a Firewise community. And if you're not, there are ways that you can, you know, learn what that is all about and maybe take the lead, maybe partner with your ambassador to try to earn that designation. Now, I know that once, at least in my neighborhood, when we got the Firewise designation, we were given a certificate. And some of our neighbors were able to hand that off to their insurance. Some of them got a thank you. We'll just add it to the file. Some of them said, yep, we're going to get a little bit of a rebate for you on your annual premium. I imagine that varies, you know, company to company, but I'm just curious, Dusty and Jennifer, like what your experience has been with that.
I've actually done a little bit of research on it. Firewise is an awesome program. Especially because it's a community program that, you know, your whole community, all houses are, you know, Firewise. From what I've researched, the only insurance company right now that is giving a discount for Firewise is USAA. We don't currently give discounts. I think Jen told me that State Farm doesn't give discounts, and the only insurance company that I could find was USAA.
And that's what I heard too. The person that got the discount had USAA. So,
and so to kind of piggyback on that issue, you know, the three of us have had the lovely opportunity to go out to a couple of neighborhood town hall or gatherings kind of thing. And that question was brought to light. And I totally get kind of the bummerness of the fact that a community comes together and they want some sort of acknowledgement and or, you know, financial benefit for going through that effort. So as Dusty mentioned at the time, right now, only USAA is offering a discount for that. However, I still feel that there is extreme value in the fact that a community has come together to make themselves more safe. So even if you take the insurance piece out, I mean, think of all those things that were done to allow potentially all those folks to get out safely, should a fire happen. So I don't think it was all for naught. I think it's a great program, and anything that we can be doing as a coordinated effort and of neighbors to better protect ourselves, I think is great. I will say that there have been conversations that are being started, you know, and with the higher ups of my company. And I know Dusty and I have touched base about this as well, about will there be some sort of standards eventually that does align with what meets a criteria from a fire science perspective and also from a insurance desirability perspective. And so those conversations are starting, maybe because Dusty and I are squeaky wheels in our respective communities. And so we're kind of pushing for folks in higher positions than we are to kind of take a look at. But I think at the end of the day, any effort to reduce our risk definitely puts all of us in a much better position. And my hope is that over time, we start to see movement to where there is some sort of financial discount benefit that comes to us via our insurance.
Yeah. Yeah. Great point. I mean, certainly it hits our wallet every time there's a premium increase, but the number one motivation is really your safety, right? Safety of your house, safety of your community, being able to egress in the event of emergency and make it safe for the firefighters to get in.